Okay, so what we have here is the new rifle I call the Beast, because I name all my guns because it amuses me. But it is a Flintlock, unique style. So probably the most unique thing that I've spotted so far is the way the touch hole liner and pan is one piece. So I'm going to come in and loosen this. So as you can see, this whole assembly spins out. Let's see if I can get it to focus. So the pan is integrated right in. Now the downside is that hole is entirely too big. It would go off all the time, but it wouldn't be fast and it would hurt my pressure. So I'm going to make a whole new one of these. But you can see there they cut the pan of the original lock and whatever, however they did it. Um, it's a good idea. I like it for this instance, but I'm gonna end up making a new one there. I'm not even gonna go all the way tight with it. The frizzen is really rough, and I have a feeling it's not gonna last. But it appears to be a homemade lock with an oversized lock plate, and just kind of made from assorted parts and pieces off of other locks. The triggers are stamped P.I. Spence. They seem to be in good shape overall. It's missing the adjustment screw, but at this point it doesn't need any adjustment. The stock is kind of big and chunky. I mean, it's a 2.25 inch barrel, so it's gonna be chunky to have a stock on it like that. It's wide. Rear sight, I'm probably going to replace it with maybe a Redfield Olympic. I have one of those. So this is a Redfield sight. I'm not sure what model. I don't love it. I mean, I could thread a Merit adjustable iris into that, and maybe it would shoot all right. I'm not too sure. I doubt that it has enough elevation for 200 yards. So we'll see. We'll see. I would like to beef up this bar. It has a little bit of flex in it. Now they put a bolt and nut, like a jam screw, underneath it to um, support this overhang, but I'd like to go a little bit beefier with the whole thing. Now that'll raise my front sight up. So let's take a look. Um, Let me turn the camera around. Sorry. So it's a Kenny Brazine barrel, stamped 1978. It's got some holes from people have changed sights and put different bases and things on it over the years. No big deal. There's plenty of meat there on the barrel. So one of the things that I'm going to modify is the cant block. This block on the front's wooden, and it just clamps on there, which is okay, but I lean into my guns pretty heavy. I would just be concerned that it either wouldn't hold up or it would shift on me or something like that. So I'm gonna probably make a metal one uh, to put on there, but I'm probably gonna keep the location pretty similar. I'm gonna have to put it on my bench to see where, so make sure that it's long enough for the bench and that sort of thing. So it does have a two-step sight block for, you normally put your sight, well, put your sight here on the upper one, and then the lower one for shooting out at 200 yards. So that would help. There may be enough elevation in that rear sight, but if I change the bar, I'm going to have to raise this whole mount so that they're on the same plane. It does have a locking mechanism for the false muzzle. I don't love it. It's kind of big and bulky, as you can see, and it hangs down below, which is fine, but for traveling, it kind of makes it pain in the butt. So I have to kind of travel with it up in this position right now as it goes in my gun. I have these drawers that to a double-decker gun box that I transport all my guns in when I go to big shoots. So let me pull that off there. So it looks to be pretty good shape, pretty oily, um, nice and crisp. Everything on the crown of the rifling looks really nice and crisp. You know, um, the false muzzle looks to be in really good shape. I don't see any issues there. I did bore scope it before I purchased it, and overall looks pretty good. There is a little bit of rust down in the very bottom, but um, yeah, down in the breech there's a little bit of rust, but it doesn't bother me because um, the powder column is going to be so tall that I mean, I don't know exactly where it's going to sit, but the ball and everything won't even get anywhere near that rust spot. And from about here forward is all really good, clean rifling. So I think overall, the main thing that I got to do is, you know, build a new pan touch hole liner. I'm going to build it out of stainless, and hopefully I'm going to drill it with a 55 thousandths drill bit. So I think that's a number 54 wire gauge. And I'm going to drill it out with that, cone the back side, and hopefully we'll get some good, fast, consistent ignition. It does have a brass butt plate. It's kind of an odd shape, you know, odd angle, I should say. We'll see how comfortable it is to shoot once I get it going. But so that's basically it for the overview of this rifle. Oh, I will point out it has a pretty neat pewter nose cap with a little design cut into it. It's something different. I like it. So it's a 47-inch barrel. I don't know if I said this earlier, but the total gun weight is 60 pounds. With the false muzzle, it's 63 pounds. So it is a beast. All right, thanks for watching, guys.